Alright, if you were curious enough to watch the viola video, this is pretty much the same exact thing as far as positioning goes and where your fingers go. The notes are of course different because we're playing now the violin. This is a regular full-size violin 4/4. But first of all, we got to go and identify the open string tunings for the violin. And make sure we have our tapes put down if you have not already. Bravo and Honor Orchestra should have had the second tapes taken off by now. We don't need them anymore. Eventually we're going to take off the first tape. Some of them don't even have tapes anymore. They're just using their muscle memory and their ear, of course. That's the most important instrument that we have. Let's go and identify the lowest string to the highest string, open tunings. G, D, A, and then finally E. All right, it's gonna get really high, and it might be a little quiet when we get to the E string, especially in third position, because the smaller or thinner the string is and the shorter it becomes, it needs a little bit more power to get the sound to resonate. So I'm gonna just pluck in it right now. I don't wanna be able to bow it, so that way you can see on the video where my fingers are going for what position and so on. So we're gonna start with just first position. We can do half position, second, third, and even fourth position if you wanted to, but today's video is just based on what we know so far in class. That's first position, second, and third position. We're gonna start with first position. Just a reminder that when we play in first position, our thumb is gonna be next to the first tape, and our knuckle for our first finger is gonna be by the nut. And when we place it in playing position, we should make this nice L shape with our palm nice and straight when we play. We're not gonna have anything where we put our wrist out or up in pancake mode, and make sure our elbow's not against our body, it's nice and out, and our violin is nice and flat as well. When you're looking and playing along, you should be able to follow with me as far as where fingers go, but you can do it in this position. If you'd rather more comfortably play in guitar position like I am right now, feel free to do so. All right, here we go. First position. Again, my thumb is by the first tape, just to show you where that is. And we're gonna play what's called low one first. Here's open G. And low one is when we place our finger not on the first tape, but behind it, between the nut, which is this part here, and the first tape. This is called G sharp A flat. Then our first finger on the tape is actually A. Then we have what's called low two, which is between the first two tapes, and that is A sharp B flat. These are half steps, all right? Notice how you sound like the Jaws theme if you do it. Every time we play a new note on here, it's a half step, and that's the sound we're creating. Regular two, also known as high two, is gonna be B. This is on the tape. Three is on the tape as well, also known as low three, is C. Then we have high three, which is C sharp D flat. And then we have four, which is D. Now we could do what's called extended four if you have a big enough hand. It's called extended four because we reach over in first position, keeping our thumb here, and we just kind of creep over just past the fourth tape for what's called D sharp E flat. Now to make sure that this is actually in tune, use a tuner when you play this so that we know the exact positioning of your finger. This goes for anything for that matter, especially if you're not using any tapes for a guide. Then let's go to the D string. Again, it's still in first position. Low one is D sharp E flat. Then we have one E. Low two is just F. Regular two, also known as high two, is F sharp G flat. Low three, also known as just three, is G. High three, G sharp A flat. Fourth finger, A. And extended four, if you can reach it, A sharp B flat. Let's go to A, open string, first position. Low one, A sharp B flat. First finger is just B on the tape. Low two is C. Regular two, also known as high two, C sharp D flat. Three is D, also known as low three. High three is D sharp E flat. Then we have fourth finger E. Extended four, if you can do it, is F. Let's go to open E in first position. Low one is F. Regular one is F sharp G flat. Low two is G. Regular two, also known as high two, is G sharp A flat. Third finger is A, also known as low three. High three, A sharp B flat. Fourth finger, B. And then extended four is C. Again, only use extended 4 if your hand can really comfortably do that. Now let's go to second position. When we go from first position to second position, we got to move both the first finger and the thumb together to the second tape. This is second position. First position, second position, first, second, first, second. Notice how they slide together like an elevator. So we're going to learn now the fingerings for second position. And yes, you can still use low 1s if you want to. So let's try first with open G. Low 1 is going to be A sharp, B flat. Regular 1 on the tape, where our thumb and first finger are, is B. Low 2 is C. Regular 2, C sharp, D flat. 3 is D. You can see the tapes. High 3, D sharp, E flat. And fourth finger, E. Notice how my fingers get even closer and closer together the higher on the string they go, because the intervals get smaller and smaller depending on the thickness of the string, and just in general. We have open D. Low 1 in second position is F. Regular 1 is F sharp, G flat. Low 2 is G. Regular 2, G sharp, A flat. 3 is A. High 3 is A sharp, B flat. And regular 4 is B. Let's go to open A. Second position, low 1 is C. Regular 1 is C sharp, D flat. Low 2 is D. Regular 2 is D sharp, E flat. Third finger is E. High 3 is F. Fourth finger is F sharp, G flat. Open E. Second position, low 1 is G. Second position, first finger is G sharp. Low 2 is A. Regular 2 is A sharp, B flat. Third finger is B. High 3 is C. And fourth finger is C sharp, D flat. All right, let's now go to third position. Third position, yes, you guessed it, third tape and first finger. We just went a half step up, if you notice that. This is a half step. This is a whole step. Half step, whole step. These are all little half steps in between. Third position, open G. Low 1 is B. Regular 1 is C. Low 2 is C sharp, D flat. Regular 2 is D. 3 is D sharp, E flat. High 3 is E. And 4 is F. D string, third position, third tape, that's where my thumb should be. Low 1 is F sharp, G flat. Regular 1 is G. Low 2 is G sharp, A flat. Second finger is A. 3 is A sharp, B flat. High 3 is B. And fourth finger is C. Open A. Third position, low 1 is C sharp, D flat. Regular 1 is D. Low 2 is D sharp, E flat. Regular 2 is E. Third finger is F. High 3 is F sharp, G flat. Fourth finger is G. Open E. Third position, low 1 is G sharp, A flat. Regular 1 is A. Low 2, A sharp, B flat. Regular 2 is B. Third finger is C. High 3 is C sharp, D flat. And then fourth finger is D. Those are your first, second, and third positions on the violin that we've learned in class for all 4 strings chromatically.